6th gen OU is like really messed up right now. Like, it's like, oh here, I'm Smogon, let's admit that our metagame has such a huge amount of problems, so let's, instead of, fixing that, let's just drop down an Uber to fix it. Yeah, that makes sense. On paper, it's a great idea to bring Giratina O into OU, but think of it like this. Think of it like, okay, he forfeits. I had to. Think of it like this. Think of it as, okay, I'm gonna end on this note because this is kind of a long video. Think of it as this. Think of it as, there's a fighting game, and there's a glitch in, like, for example, Street Fighter. Say that there's a glitch in Street Fighter that isn't like an infinite combo, but you just do something that freezes your opponent in place. They can't do anything to get out of the combo. They can't block. They can't counter anything, and you can just sit there and beat up on your opponent for about 3 seconds. 3 seconds doesn't matter that much, right? Well, think of it as there's that glitch, and they ban it in tournaments because, I mean, it's 3 seconds basically for free damage. And it gets to the point in the metagame where there is one character that is super overpowered. Like, imagine, like, for example, Ryu was, like, so overpowered that he could just combo and block anything. Like, his height was just right to block stuff that even was a top attack. Like, I don't know how Street Fighter works, but I'm just pulling shit out of my ass. Like, imagine, like, he could just block everything, and, he had, infinite combos, like, super easy. Well, think of it as that, and the metagame is to the point to where they start to let the glitch be legal in tournaments, just because the freeze only works on Ryu, for example. And they say, okay, well, Ryu has this glitch that makes him frozen, let's make that glitch legal now. That doesn't fix the problem. Ryu is still pretty overpowered. And like I said, this is just all theoretical. I don't know shit about Street Fighter. I don't know if Ryu is even good. But that doesn't really fix the problem, because now you have people abusing a glitch to win, and it's basically the same with Smogon OU right now. There's a ton of Pokemon that are just completely overpowered, and instead of, balancing it and making things different, such as making, I don't know, a bigger tier or another tier in between UU and OU to balance things out, they say, you know what, let's bring down a super powerful Pokemon that can counter all the other overpowered Pokemon. That makes sense, right? But now we have this one Pokemon that's over-centralizing and super powerful, and it's just back to square one with imbalance. And then eventually you have to ban that Pokemon. So it's just, and then you're back to square one with the several Pokemon that are really overpowered. Smogon, honestly, I really hope you guys are listening to me. I really hope that you guys, like, for fuck's sake, do something. Don't just sit there and admit your metagame has problems. Do something about it. Stop being fucking lazy. It's ridiculous. Like, there's no reason. There is no reason for some things to still be legal. And I'm not going to go into my own opinions, because last time I said anything about my opinions, someone yelled at me, and I don't want you guys to hate me. It's just my own personal opinions. I've been playing for a lot longer than most people have, so I know what's best for a metagame, and this right now is not it.